Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the 21 days challenge of blockchain fundamentals. Today is day 18, so we are almost finished. Today, we are going to be talking about ICOs. We're going to be going deeper into the ICO realm, and we are going to be talking about the term analysis, the community. We're going to be analyzing the community or answering questions about the community, and we're also going to be talking about the team, the ICO team, or the team that's to execute the plan. So without further ado, let's dive deeper into the realm of the ICOs. Question number one on ICO term analysis. Two questions. Question one, let's go. Why is it important to know where the tokens are going? So here, token metrics is very, very important. Why is that? Because imagine that a big percentage of the token is going to the team. This already should be a very, very big red flag. Not only that, but also when analyzing an ICO and you're doing token metrics, you also have to make sure that the amount of percentage of tokens that is for the team, they should at least have a lockup period, because this lockup period will enable or will boost the team, or will make sure that the team do not run away with your investments. So that is something that is very, very important. So if you're investing in an ICO and there is no lockup plan for if not only the team but also private investors, that should also be a red flag, because you don't want to come in as the last investor and people already making money off you, and by the time you are about to make your own money, everybody is dumping their gains, or they're taking profits and they're dumping their coins in the market, and you're left there waiting for the price to rise up. But in the future, when we are going to be talking more about ICOs in depth, we're going to dive deeper into this. So that's why it's very, very important to know your token metrics. But in the future, more about that. Question number two, how can a multi-sig wallet be used to make sure the money doesn't just leave the company? Well, first of all, it's always important to understand that in a multi-sig wallet, all the funds are gathered in this multi-sig wallet, and all the keys or the key holders of this fund are made public, so everybody is able to know who are the key owners of this wallet. And in some cases, or of this wallet, in some cases, some of the key holders, they are not even part of the team or part of the company, and by doing that, trust is in a sense enabled, so that the investor should at least rest assured that people who has nothing to do with the company are the ones guarding their funds. But of course, you don't want to what's the name of this company? There was this company that did something like this, and took all their investments, or all the investments of investors, and gave it to a third party, and this third party was holding these funds captive, and it created a big problem. I cannot remember what the name of the company was. If any of you know what company I'm talking about, comment down below, please. So those were the questions on the ICO term analysis. Let's get into the community analysis. Here there are also two questions as well. So question number one, why is the community so important for an ICO to be used? In order for me to explain this, I'm just going to say community is very, very important, right? Because what is a company without a community? Or what is a company without advocates, people who are promoting your product, right? So a community is very important in this sense that they are the ones, eventually they are the ones who are going to be doing a lot of the marketing for you as a company. So that's why at the early stage it is very, very important for these startups to build a community, and not only build a community but directly establish that layer of trust, so that now the community that has been established, and that trust that this company is like going to do what they're set up to do, they are the ones who are going to be making the noise, because this is where noise becomes relevant, because by the community making noise, the company gains a lot of attention, and this is how other people learn about what the company is about. So in this sense, I would say noise is not always something negative, right? So you have signal and you have noise, but these are things for in the future. So if you want to know what I'm talking about here, just subscribe and you will always be in the loop. Okay, question number 2. What are some good channels to look at for analyzing the community for an ICO? Well, this should be easy. Everybody, if you're in the crypto space already, you can already name 4 or 5. But for those who are new, let me just name a few. You have Bitcoin Talk. I'm gonna leave a link to the description below, so that you can directly check. You can directly go there and make yourself an account, and yeah, explore the world, you know. So you have Bitcoin Talk, you have Reddit, you have Slack, you have Telegram, Discord, Twitter, YouTube, Medium, Steemit. You have a lot of these different channels. But for me, the most I'm involved in all these channels, but I'm not active in all of them, right? But for me personally, the best places to spot ICOs, I can say it's gonna be Bitcoin Talk and Reddit in some cases. No, in most cases also, but Bitcoin Talk mostly. You also have Telegram, but I think if you're coming to Telegram, then you're really a little bit late in a sense, except if you're lucky. But Bitcoin Talk is mostly where the first news is always announced. And now, to have a chat session with the team, I will recommend Telegram, Discord. Discord is also good for the developers. There you can meet the coders and you can directly interact with them. And like just for the company news, then you have Twitter, Medium, sometimes YouTube or Steemit. So those were the questions on the community analysis. And now let's dive to the third section, the team analysis. So while analyzing the team, we have 2 questions that we have to answer. And question number 1 is like this: why is it important to analyze the team before investing in an ICO? Well, I think you can answer that for yourself, right? Because if you're investing in an ICO, tell me, are you the one who is going to realize this project? No. So the team is going to realize the project. So in that sense, you have to make sure that these people are the people who are going to do what they are saying. So they can, when you read the white paper and you understand in some cases what they are talking about or what they are trying to do, understanding is one thing, but the second question you need to ask yourself is, these people who are set up to do this, or these people who are assembled to do this, are they competent enough to succeed? That is where you have to analyze the team. It's as simple as that. If they are not if you do an analysis and you find out that they are not competent enough, then don't even waste your time. If you find out they're competent enough, then you can go on to the next analysis, right? Because you don't just believe in the team and you say, okay, that's it. You have to check all the other obstacles as well. Second question: what are some red flags when it comes to ICO scam teams? Okay, red flags, one of my favorite places. If the team is anonymous, so if you don't know who the team is, or you don't know anybody of the team, that's a very, very big red flag. Um, of course, in some cases, let's just keep it like that, because what I wanted to say, it's for another section, not for this video. If you're new to cryptocurrencies and you're doing research, don't take any chances. If you cannot get in touch with the team, you don't know who the team is, ball out that paper in the dustbin, right? And then the second red flag is, okay, you have confirmation about who the team is. Now the problem is, there is a lack of interaction with the community, right? Like they've done everything, they have a community, but once you get into the community and you try to ask questions and there is no interaction, nobody's answering your questions, that's a red flag in my view. I don't know what you think about, but of course there are different ways of trying to reach the teams, but if you can't reach them at all, that's a very, very big red flag. But the third red flag is, if there is no business address, that is a very, very, very big red flag. If you cannot find the business address, forget it, right? And also, okay, let's say you find out that there's a team, but you see that the profile is fake or something of that matter, the biggest red flag, just forget, next, right? So those are just some red flags. There are, of course, we can go deeper into this, but once we reach the section of ICOs, we're going to talk more about this in deeper details. So for now, just take this into consideration, and you should be already, let's say, you should already have a good understanding of what to check. I recommend checking doing some more research on how to not get scammed. We're going to also do more videos on that in the future, but for now we are just sticking to our questions and the homework on the blockchain fundamentals. So with that said, that was it for today. To give you a recap, we talked about ICO analysis in general, three main topics. From back to forth, we had the team analysis with the two questions, we had the community analysis, and we had, let's just say, the term analysis or the token metrics in general perspective. So if there were things that I said wrong, or you feel like what I said is incomplete, please feel free to help others who are watching this video or who are subscribed here to comment down below. If you have anything you want to add, feel free to comment down below. That was it for today, and this was day 18. See you tomorrow at day 19. And before I forget, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, tell us why, or tell us how we can improve. Share this video, and also consider subscribing, because we're just getting started. And don't let the bear market depress you, because Rome was not built in one day. Keep that in mind. My name is Victor, aka Victorious. That was it for today. I'm checking out. Peace out.